really kept its heat as well. I mean, not that we drove a million hours, you know, but it was still very hot.
Yep. I don't mind. Like that, the food was nice. The little Bridge Park is always good.
Oh, it's nice. Is that out the front?
Yep.
What'll happen to that mortgage broker who was driving his Porsche like a idiot in Melbourne? Apparently now they're saying he's got narcissistic rage and he's this and he's that, and he was on bail when he was pulled over for other driving offences and drug charges, and I just cannot understand how his licence was renewed, because he would have been either a credit rep under someone, he would have been a credit rep under someone else's licence, whether or not that was somebody like Blesser or whether it was somebody with their own licence like Greg.
Yeah.
And if you knew that you had someone under, Blesser would have sacked him, absolutely would have sacked him. And like I said, when you sign up, you tick that you've had no criminal history, no convictions, nothing. And I don't get how he was able to operate. I really can't understand it. If I could be bothered, I did think twice about maybe texting Barry and asking him if he knew him. But unless he's with Fast, he wouldn't. Actually, I think I looked up his business, this, whatever his name, Pusey's business, and I think actually he was with Connective. So I don't think Barry would know him. So like I was with Fast, he was with Connective.
Yep.
Or was it Connective or AFG? It was one of them anyway. Yeah, I just he'll be unemployable.
Oh, in that field for sure.
But anywhere.
As a drug runner, he's probably.
He'll be a Joseph. He'll just be a man about town, doing sly, under-table deals, and making money that way. It's a pretty precarious way to live. But they said that none of his family was in court for him for his bail hearing. Says a bit. Although they say that the family said we've been estranged from him for a number of years.
Yeah.
But apparently he's got a girlfriend or a wife, and even she wasn't there.
Oh, that was that Asian thing.
That Asian thing?
Yeah. Well, they can't call it a human being. So he came out and get interviewed with Scarlett and do more of fuck off. I can't believe it's lying.
Oh, you could imagine it. Imagine if I was the one who did that and you had to go and just drop the kids at school or something. I reckon you'd be telling them to fuck off too. I think I'd be pretty tempted. Your whole life would have fallen apart.
Yeah.
Or you would have been just living how many years just waiting for this to happen.